It's all you.
Great, thanks. Well, thanks for allowing me to come today. My name is Debbie Bond, and I'm a co-founder of Things2Day. And Things2Day has the mission of helping seniors stay independent, stay active, and just have a better life. With me here today is Terry Hinton, all the way from Asheville. And he's actually the one who introduced me to the concept of 1 million cups from the chapter there in Asheville. We are 2 of 4 founders. We met each other decades ago working for HP. We have, therefore, tons of experience selling to corporate enterprises, technology products and services. But with that, our common strengths also means we have common skill gaps. And that's what we're looking to do, is to figure out the best way to augment those skill gaps. So when we were talking about what would be fun to do and what type of business we'd like to start, we identified these complementary growth areas, and both of them are exponentially growing. The first is, let's take seniors. Seniors, there's about 680 million today. There's going to be 1 billion by 2030, and there's going to be 1.8 billion by 2050. The population is just skyrocketing. And two interesting phenomenals about this population is that 22% of them are elder orphans or solo seniors. They have no offspring to help care for them as they age. But the other is that they also own 50% of the buying power because of the 7.6 trillion in the economy that they are able to control. So with the senior population exploding, there's another explosion taking place, and that is on connected devices. The connected devices are sort of tripling in the next 5 years. They've doubled in the last couple years. And those connected devices, because of the communication industry, they're allowing them to communicate instantaneously, and it's created this whole environment which is coined the Internet of Things. And that's actually how we got our name, because the Internet of Things, we are talking about things that are available today that will help seniors as they age. So let me introduce you to our friend Elvis. You might all know Elvis. He may be a parent, he may be an uncle, he may be a relative, a friend, or maybe even yourself. But unfortunately, age is not on his side. It's not on any of our sides. 1 in 3 seniors will fall. 1 in 10 have diabetes, and 69% will forget to take their prescription medication. And all of those things just make aging a little bit more challenging. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to connect the Alvises with the devices that have been enabled by this Internet of Things, or this technology revolution. So what I'm going to talk to you is about a couple of these devices, just so you can get a feel for it. So diabetes, there's 30.3 million folks with diabetes in the US. And so Siren Socks have created these socks that you wear. There's sensors on them, and they basically look for inflammation. And if you have inflammation, they send notification to your doctor, and therefore you can get early warning of this inflammation, and it's helping to reduce the amount of amputation, which is sometime, the journey that someone with diabetes goes on. This one's a really cool device. So there are, I think, 285 million folks that are visually impaired. And Orcam, which is based in Israel, created a device. It goes onto your glasses and enables you to hear what you can't see. So you point, and it will read a sign, it will read a book, it will read a label. And it has facial recognition, so it will tell you if somebody's approaching, and therefore you know that Ed's approaching. Say hello. This device, although invented in Israel, is available worldwide, and if you go onto their website, you'll find the nearest distributor is in Asheville. Most of us are familiar with OnStar, and so Yanali Wear is helping with a lot of different ailments, from Alzheimer's and dementia to just medication management. But it's basically an OnStar for seniors that you wear on your wrist in a fashionable watch, tells time, but also gives you medication management, tells you when to take your medicine. If you've fallen, it knows, it has sensors to know that you have fallen. And it is connected to a 24/7 control system so that they can dispatch someone to your aid and also call those folks that you have listed as your support network. With smartphones, the amount of solutions that technology has enabled is really expanded. And this solution by Alive4, which is Cardio Mobile, allows you to take an EKG, personal EKG. It will look at your heart rate. It will tell you if it's normal or if you have atrial fibrillation or some sort of abnormal condition. And push a button, you can send it to the doctor. So what we've done is we looked at these two growing phenomena that are complementary, and that the challenge is connecting one to the other. We created a directory. It's called Things2Day.com. It basically categorically goes through different ailments that an aging population has, and curates all those different technologies in one place. And then what we do is we provide a little text write-up on them, we provide a video, and then we send people to their website to go and order it. These products can be ordered many different ways. Some of them get on Amazon, you can go to Best Buy. Some of them are point solutions, and some of them are a solution that you have to do a membership service. Some of them you need to get through a clinician that is certified to prescribe to you. So there's all different models, and they can go, from $50 to $4,000. There's a big wide array. So here's the categories that we have addressed, and some of them are you might be surprised, but social and communication, loneliness takes 8 years off of a person's life. So it's really sort of an important thing to look at. But we're going to drill down a second in Parkinson's. So if you went to our website, you clicked on Parkinson's, and you went down, you would see this next slide, which is just 5 different devices that help with Parkinson's. And then you could click on each one and see a video. This happens to have a cane that does a line to remind people to walk. It has this little cool earbud that puts white noise in your ear so that you enunciate louder, and it stops when you're done talking. So what I wanted to just explain is our challenge. So our product is this aging community that would use our directory or use our services in order to help find the wow, the solution, the cool thing that might help them in everyday life. Our clients, we believe, are the technology providers, the ones that are making these devices and producing these devices. And our challenge is in connecting the two of them. And we have based the company on the assumption that technology companies are looking to increase their awareness and their adoption. So just first wanted to say we have gotten some recognition, even though we haven't really turned on full steam with this. And we were listed in the 2018, we were top 25 in the top 50 aging influencers of technologies, which was fueled by Aging in Place. And so today what we wanted to talk about was the two main challenges we have is how do we grow an audience and how do we monetize our solution through the device providers. We believe that that's actually where the income will come. So affiliate marketing, making sure that somebody sort of clicked through our site and went and purchased it. We know that that's sort of a very straightforward way that we can do it, and even the programs that don't have affiliate marketing, they're all pretty open that they would do it if we were able to increase their adoption. We've spoken about having maybe a membership group for those where we brought them best practices on how insurance could pay for their solution, how that they do digital marketing and things of that nature. We have done some social posts, and Facebook, 52% of sort of the 50s have a Facebook account, and then there's very specific groups for Parkinson's or whatever. We could boost our information to those groups. And we know that the more content and blogs that we create, the more sort of interaction and engagement we'll get. But we're just looking for ideas on how we should address these two things.